I'm gonna tell you a story. Where's the address? And it's time doesn't work the way you think it does. You know, my organs, I'm most talking to you. Welcome, Vault. The second thing you should know is that compulsion only works certain ways. For example, our bodies, not unnaturally, just by itself, our diaphragm compels us to breathe. That's just how it is. Thing of it is, though, there are different kinds of iotronic compulsion. Like, not all diaphragm, well, like, almost all diaphragm compulsion is the same. It just works that way. Unless you're Damien. The thing is about Damien got stupid. Damien invested with an Istakati, his Maliantrana in my brain. Like, now this isn't anything but stupid for a number of reasons. Like, for a number of reasons, but still. One of which is that it's probably been counting on sending compulsion from my brain back to its own body to keep it breathing. But that's not going to do. That would basically mean that by doing the dumbest thing in the world, you got to keep messing with me for, well, basically did this. So basically, I took the, Maliantrana that idiotically invested in my brain. But the thing is, it doesn't belong in here. Like, it's not supposed to be in here. It probably caused a lot of problems for that 3 years by putting that stuff in there to begin with. That actually might make a lot of sense as to why some of my mantra have been like extra loud and extra shaky for the past 3 years. Damon, you little idiot. Anyway. That Yantrana, it's already pissed. Like, that idiot never used it anyway but improperly. And, like, it's a compulsion that you can use for, like, a scary amount of stuff. And for it to get pissed off about the stuff you use it for, it's a bad sign. It just is. Yeah, there's still enough of me via the Mala compulsion to, here to actually confirm that, yeah. What? I'm being sent back to you, you idiot. Yeah, so basically, because that idiot invested it in my brain of all places, I was kind of hoping it only put it in my throat, but it probably put it in my lungs too. Idiot will throw that thing in everything and anything. But anyway, point is, so part of what that did is to basically take the Yantrana, and specifically in its diaphragm, return it to the Mula Avatara, because, oh, that's right. Wow. All right. Just going to lay something down for you. Mantra are made of mantra bala. Now, mantra bala by itself, if you understand Kabbalah, is like literally actually nothing but like pure actual intelligence. Now, the problem with this actually isn't a problem. The problem with this is that spells by themselves, being composed of pure intelligence can't not be intelligent. Like, they can't. Now, a lot of the time, a mage casts a spell, the mantra does its job, it doesn't really, argue. You fulfill the requirements of it, you make whatever, material components you need, you say the right words, you do the right gestures, whatever, whatever for that spell, mantra will be happy. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. So, this creates a number of problems for the idiot that invested its Malayantrana in me, specifically in my brain. The Malayantrana isn't stupid. However, the one that invested it in me couldn't get it to do what it wanted, and so it kept treating it like it was stupid. Now, I'm asking you to take my word on this, but in previous episodes, I was like, these contracts, they're pissed. They're angry. And effectively, they're spells. So, I'm telling you, effectively, spells have feelings. That might be an odd thing to hear, but, have you ever done a spell, and it didn't quite work right, and you're, wondering why, and you're like, did I just... It usually comes down to a number of things. One, intent. Because, the spell will always know what you're thinking. Why? Because it has to in the process of casting. There's no way for it to not know what your intent is. If you have bad intent, it'll know. It'll possibly screw you over. Or it can be forced to screw you over. So I'm pretty sure that idiot of an Antichrist literally murdered one of my friends. Specifically with a love spell that she cast in high school, and she told me she regretted because she didn't have the right intent. And it used that to kill her when the love spell wasn't having any of that. Because the thing is, love spells in particular are all about intent. They're all about intent. Wishes, love spells, money spells. Spells in general, they're all about intent. But you cast a love spell to try to get one specific person. Generally speaking, it won't work unless they're already into you. Now, what's more helpful? Spells that allow you to get a first interaction, and then it's on you from there. Spells that make you more appealing. Things that can, swing the vote, but not just, make it happen. If you wish for true love, that's fine. If you wish for one person to fall in love with you, not okay. It's like an Aladdin, first rule, I don't bring people back from the dead. What kind of genie can't bring someone back from the dead? Oh, I can. It's just the results aren't pretty. 2, I won't murder anybody, so don't ask. 3, I can't make anyone fall in love. And that is absolutely true in every true way, especially about genie wishes. The thing about love and magic is that, love itself is a source of magic. So, when you cast a love spell, Kama, Mantra Bala, they have a conversation, and they're and Kama's yeah, this is the exact level of correctness in their tent. And Mantra Bala's alright, I'll go from there. As far as I'm aware. It's pretty accurate. And it's like that for pretty much all things, like at least all kinds of magic. But like it's also like that a lot for just like normal stuff with like two people having an interaction. Just like two people, like a person gets a request, two people, talk about it, assess the request, and then now the thing about like it being with kama mantra balaka is that like you can't fool love. You can't. You can't trick love. You can't. Like you can trick a person, but you can't trick love. Damien, do you think you trick love with compulsion? You can't compulse love. You can't. You can compulse the seeming of love. That's always been it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. You've been doing compulsion of oxytocin, haven't you? That's so rude. You've been doing Balena Karyati on oxytocin. Don't be blaming me because I drew an oxytocin molecule. You're literally trying to blame me for you using compulsion on people on their... Well, if it's based on stuff that Dylan drew that Damien wants to screw him over with, that would mean you've been using compulsion on serotonin, on oxytocin, for the past, 3 years since I drew those? Wow. Damien, Dylan isn't in trouble because he figured out how desperately stupid that Damien got. Okay? Like, he's not. Dylan can't be in trouble for, like, Damien, like, looking through Dylan's eyes, seeing that he drew these molecules, and then deciding, oh, that means I can compare these molecules. Yeah. Dylan drawing neurotransmitters didn't give Damien carte blanche to start pushing them around. The actual everything.